Well, hello there, humans, hippies, earthlings, whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, and whoever you're lucky enough to be doing it. So I'm Bushka on Blitz, and thank you very, very much for joining me for another informative video on, yes, the T54 Mod 1 is overpowered, but that's not really what the video is about. Yesterday, I put a video up called Training Day, and it was about the T20. Now, I particularly chose the T20 because it's a tank that, well, it's reasonable, but it's not particularly strong in any area. It's got gun depression, but it's not great. Its DPM isn't fantastic, its armor is woeful, and its mobility is good enough, but it's not outstanding. And I drove that for a bunch of games, and I used it to basically give myself a bit of a refresher session, a bit of a training day. And then I came back and played a few games in the T54 Mod 1. Now, someone sent me a message and said, why don't you show us those games that you played in the 54 Mod 1 that you were telling us about, and this is a couple of those games. I played 3 games. I think this is one of them was an easy win, and then 2 games of this. And what I wanted to highlight was how playing the T20 really got me back to basics with treating a tank with some care and valuing the hit point pool and playing sensible tanking. And you can see how cautious I am and how I've got my head on a swivel, and I'm constantly adjusting and angling to multiple tanks, making sure that I'm always taking the right shot and that I'm not leaving myself in really bad exposed positions. Now, this is the first game, and then I will show you another game, or actually it might be the second game and they're in reverse order, I don't know. Whatever the case may be, here you go. Now, I found it to be really, really helpful, and I've played a lot of games, and one of the reasons is that you can fall into habits that are very, very poor, particularly when you play one style of tank. If you just play the Type 62 Dragon, or you just roll around in IS-7s, or you play hundreds of games with one particular tank because you're grinding it, you can lose the universal lessons. And the lessons I learned from that T20 game were to have your head on a swivel at all times, really be aware of where you are on the map, and to really not give the enemy easy shots, to keep them in a situation where they have to pay for the privilege of doing damage to you. So, and especially if at all possible, I mean, even shots like that where I'm going for the track and I'm not certain it's going to go in, but I'm giving myself my best chance. I'm always going for the track, and I take care of the shot, and I make sure I follow it through, and I look right down the gun line and hit the button. When you've got a tank that's not particularly strong, you get used to that, and then you turn around and you drive a tank that is very strong. And I wanted to show you this game in particular. I don't take a single bit of damage in this entire game. And this is Copperfield. I think this map is a joke and shouldn't be in the game. At least not above, say, tier 5. But I don't get a lot of say in the world of wargaming, so that doesn't make a jack's rabbit a difference. I'm pushing the flank here on Copperfield. I'm going very shallow because they have one light tank, and I'm really hopeful of being able to get up here and bully him. He's a T49, and I am in the T54 Mod 1, which is an exceptionally strong tank against the T49. Now, you can see this has been aggression, but I've not seen anyone spotted yet down here apart from that Lurva. There's 4 tanks up the top, 1 here, so we should be all right. We get a shot in, and then we're back. And you're going to see throughout this game, look at me, I'm making sure that there is no one with a shot down on my left-hand side. I'm waiting until the gun is ready to go, keeping my angles correctly, still looking over on the left, making sure it's like night and day. And this is all because I went and rolled that T20. And I watched this game back, and it is the most boring, vanilla, by the numbers flogging you've ever seen. But I give absolutely nothing to the guys in the red team. They don't really get a chance to get any shots in. I'm moving from one bit of hard cover to the next, and then I stop, and I completely set my camo up again, and I ignore the T49 and angle up. Now, AMX 5100, he's got 225, so I know which gun he's got. He doesn't get the shot in, and I'm angling up now to those tanks over there, hoping to find a tank that I'd really like to hit. The 5100 is a tank that I consider very, very strong, so I obviously put shots into him. And I'm just not giving them even a chance at this. I'm trying to get a track there on the Carnarvon. Still no shots in on me. Still no one doing anything. I'm just letting the 49 sit there. I'm absolutely giving him nothing. Don't waste the shot. Hold on. Unspotted. Let's go forward and make use of that to the next bit of hard cover. Absolutely methodical. Now I am hull down. I'm angled. I'm behind soft cover and hard cover. This 49 is in all kinds of trouble. There's another one into him. I move forward slightly. I mean, I haven't pushed up here, but I have not missed a whole lot of opportunities to put shots in. We're angled up again. It's just... It's quite funny, isn't it? Like, when I drive this tank on stream, quite often I will go very, very aggressive. For those of you who haven't watched a stream, the live streams, and have heard this crap that I just go dancing around the field and never commit and I'm very, very soft, or that I'm too aggressive. I am really aggressive in live streams. But you can see here, I'm just treating every single part of my hit point pool like it's important. I've made that Carnarvon pay for every single inch he's taken, and we've just ground him down. And I've made sure that I'm completely within view of my mates over there on the left-hand side of the field, and I'm still unspotted. There's the AMIGOS 5100. I'm still behind soft cover. Bang, another kill. I mean, this is boring as all hell. This is not exciting tanking. It is methodically taking them apart piece by piece, one step at a time, without getting hit, using a really strong tank and just tapping, 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 tapping. And then at the end, I'm able to, you know, use my hit point pool to get down there and just basically, it's all over. It's all done. Side hugging on the IS-6. I'm staying as close as possible to him, which works a treat. We're using APCR because we've run out of AP. That's it. So I thought that might be instructional as to why that T20 video got made, how I used it, and then how I turned around and put it into practice with a tank that's as strong as the T54 Mod 1. Hope you enjoyed that. You know, 111,000 credits, 4,300 damage, first class because it's such a strong tank, 19 shots fired, 18 hits, bunch of bounces. It's a great tank. And honest to God, you know what? I wish I had more of the Tokyo Game Show camo. Snake Eyes loves this camo, hey? And I really wish I had bought some of this camo on my main account for a few tanks. I'm really disappointed I missed it. If this comes back around, I really want to get this camo. It's awesome. So I'm doing a bunch of videos at the moment. One of them's coming up. That's about the Predator. I've heard a lot of people saying that I'm full of it. It's a crap tank. It's pretty funny. Skate thinks that the Predator's the crap tank and the Vindicator's the good one. And I think the opposite, which is nice. It's different strokes for different folks. That's one of the reasons why you can watch a whole lot more than just one YouTuber about the same topic, because you get different opinions and you can take all those opinions and then add your own little bit of salt and see where you end up. So I'm Bushka on Blitz. Thanks so much for all the support. Thanks to everyone who's a patron, by the way, particularly at the moment. I'm doing all kinds of crazy things with tanking. I've just come back from Vegas. I'm going to Minsk. None of that would be possible without you guys. So thank you. You are pretty much awesome rocking humans. Until next time, stay safe on the battlefield.